I had a lot of experiences as a student having issues in school. I was a terrible student. I was one of those kids who had the ADD, the dyslexia, long before anybody knew about any of those things. In fact, I can remember when I was a child, I remember one thing about the second grade. My teacher's name was Mrs. Johnson, and one day she had a parent conference with my parents. Now, I remember this. I remember this vividly because I was scared to death. And what she said to my parents was, "Danny is a really good boy, and I know he can be successful if he tried." The way I interpreted it was, every teacher is supposed to say nice things about you, but I couldn't get the work done. This was something I carried with myself all the way through elementary school and junior high school, and until I really got into high school and definitely college, this was a curse that haunted me. By the time I became an educator, I realized that I'm going to help kids because I could detect immediately which kids felt the way I did. And by the time I became an educator, I decided I want to fix the kids who've got these kind of problems. So yes, I was one of those students who truly struggled in school. But what is also unique is I taught at a school called the Brentwood School. It's a very affluent, very academically demanding school in West Los Angeles. And I worked with some of the most outstanding students. When I say outstanding students, a great majority of our kids, and I mean 80, 90 to 100% of our kids, well, 100% of our kids went to college. We can start with that. But 80 or 90% of those kids went to the Ivy League schools, the UC schools. So on one hand, I had the experience of knowing what it feels like not to do well in school, but on the other hand, I learned from those kids and their families what it takes to be academically successful. Those kids are no smarter than anybody else's kids, but the habits they developed from the home and the way we ran our school is what changed, what makes them different from everyone else. So on one hand, I know what it is to struggle. I was the guy that became the safety net to catch all those kids. On the other hand, I know exactly what it takes to make a kid academically successful for the rest of their life.